Host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it and we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. A nice little juke. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now Allen off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Detroit!
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Austin. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So out now come the Lions. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
Allen gonna throw. And he's gonna go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is gonna wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Here's Austin. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a 1st down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes this a 9-point game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
On 1st down, Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
On play action, Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 76 yards. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Derek Rivers in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Watson to throw on second down. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Tate. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Richmond.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deshaun Watson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again it's Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Detroit! Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. If you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Allen now. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sean Lee in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a penalty marker's down in the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Richmond.
They'll try the air now with Watson toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Black 99, Philly. Richmond.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tiger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Green's got it over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Lions have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
From midfield, here's Allen. Able to shake him off. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn. Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Come back!
Watson to throw on 2nd down. And Green with a catch left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Black 99 Philly! Richmond! Two jet!
Watson now, looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Green. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. 319. 319.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Down. Back 22.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Richmond. Tiger. Hey, blue 80. Come back.
On second down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Vikings on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Bosher to kick it away. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They give him a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, They really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Third and 2, now Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, Ryan eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here's Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To Freeman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take it. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Ooh, with a juke. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 56 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. After the interception, here's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ryan completes it to Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw is Ryan. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Steps away to his left. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Switzer now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Takes both of them.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Ryan dancing to his left. He's got Sanu. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Bryant keeps it on the sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Falcons have broken our tie. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Switzer now to return. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go. 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Bell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw 1 deep.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan being chased out left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That good for 19 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Start your week by installing your game plan.